Hey, I'm Marcus and I'm playing Crusader Kings 3. This time again with sound. I kind of forgot that the last time. But I did manage to get rid of any kind of interstitials here, so you won't see weird things like you saw in the other videos, stuff, because I made some kind of wrong settings in the NVIDIA panel thing. Anyways, okay, so we are back and we are playing Guilhèm. Guilhèm, who is now the fourth, actually, Count of Angoulême. And he has taken over about a year ago, I think. Let me just check. April, yeah. Almost a year ago. When the measles were still spreading all around this area here. So, yeah, not much to do at that point. Just waiting until the sickness goes away. And here we are. Before I do anything here, really, I would like to talk about Foulques once more. And then we're done with him. So, now we're going to have the funeral later, so we're not done with him, but afterwards, yeah. Anyways, Foulques here. He was our count for almost 20 years. And during that time, I think there were some specific things about the style in which he ruled that could explain him really well. Like, on the one hand, he had this kind of will to be authoritative and rule through his own means. But on the other hand, he found out, especially later in life, when probably was not as not as healthy anymore, that he had to take compromises. And he, couldn't just push around people. Only to a certain degree, and then they would come back at him. And he did manage in that situation. He did adapt with the times, and I think that was, something that spoke about his strength. As this kind of also honest man, right, who probably wants to do good, wants to be a good ruler in the end. Certainly had flaws. Stemming mostly from his lustful side, I think. He openly had mistresses, one after the other, and all the children that he had with those mistresses were, openly his. He never denied having any offspring from his paramours. Although that's not the right name, is it? Neither is mistress. The term, or the terms that would have been used at the time, in French would have been ami, right, like a female friend, or in Aquitaine, which would, I think, is the same in Spanish today, amiga, right? That would be the kind of nice name for it, and everyone in the church would call that a concubine, right? That's the not so nice word for it. He had two concubines. First, Agnes, who was the wet nurse in that position here, and he had 3 children with her, of whom I think 2 survived. Like, sadly, Ines here has died due to the measles, and with the other one that's still around, and I think even she's better suited for this. Yep. We'll come back to this in a moment. Mariona de Villena, she was the last ami that Foulques had, and with her he is having 2 daughters. Just a funny note on the side, Guilhèm's mother, Kundo, who is quite the person. We've talked about her a lot, and I guess we will keep talking about her. She has not only is, as you can see, all these rivals here. Not only is she rivals with Mariona, right? So she would have openly also expressed her disgust towards her and condemn her, right, as being a harlot and a concubine and these kind of things. But she's also apparently riled up her whole house. So they are in a house feud now with Mariona. Yeah, she has a lot of enemies apparently, and we will see where that leads. which is really a bit weird because she does not have any family at all. It's this house Vienna here. That's just her. But anyways, so those were the two amis that Foulques had. Guilhèm will not go that route, and not just because he isn't lustful, but because he's actually asexual. Meaning, or in terms of a medieval ruler who would not have that vocabulary or this kind of, concept of an asexual identity, he would just feel no pleasure doing what others are like, yeah, and he's like, why is that such a thing for them? I don't feel anything. So it's not probably what he prefers to do. He probably does that with his wife because he has to. Weirdly enough, I still get these arousal messages, so that's that's where Canalitas probably is not that great. They don't have that distinction probably. But he should not gain stress from arousal, strictly speaking, because I don't know, he does not feel that kind of arousal, I think. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Not that much into asexuality. But yeah, that's how I will play him anyway, right? So he's not going to have any concubines. He's lying with his wife because that's something he thinks he has to do, but he takes no pleasure from it. Anyway. So, I was talking about Foulques. Saying all over the place already. I think what we could see in Foulques in his later years was this kind of will to position his family and to make sure that all of these different people that happen to be at his court would go into specific places. And I think that is definitely something that Guilhèm is going to continue. They were very close, his father and him, and that's probably something they've also talked about together, and because we did see that Guilhèm was also the regent, so he had responsibilities at this court long before Foulques died. Now, he was 59, that's okay for a man of that age to die, and we'll bury him at some point, so we'll see. Just one other small little eulogy, I like to hold, is for the dead mayor of Cognac, not him, but I can't see who had the title before him. I did see, however, I think when I look for characters, I could see at least. Let me check if she's in here. Is that her? Yes. That is Beatrice. She is, the widow of Giraud Tank, the mayor of Cognac, or rather the bailiff of Cognac, any kind of word like that. That suggests that he is not really appointed by the locals, but rather put in his position by the count. Giraud was a very interesting character too. He refused to kneel before our folk, and he whenever it came to being pressured and folk showing his authoritative side, Giraud would not deal with it. He would just go and make himself scarce and hide and all these kind of things. So in the end, the only thing that folk would figure out is, okay, I need to do something here, and the best thing that I can do with my means is actually befriending him. And that worked. They were friends in the end. But as we do see here, the measles have been very harsh on his family. He died, and all of his 3 children died. And I think that's actually quite realistic when it comes to epidemics in the Middle Ages. Even later on, right? Don't know if you've seen the TV series Wolf Hall, based on a brilliant book or series of books. And in that series we have Thomas Cromwell, who was like the architect or administrator of the building of the Anglican Church in England. So working for Henry VIII. And there is this scene, I think first episode. So not that much of a big spoiler, where basically his family dies from what they call the sweating sickness or something like that. Yeah, so that's the medieval reality that happens, right? Even at the end of the medieval times. Yeah, so that's something that happened. We're very sorry about that, but can't do anything about that now. So there you go. Small observations. When I stop playing the game, I always look around and see what's happening on the map. And I did see, and that's quite interesting, that Lucas de Béziers is the former physician of Duke Guilhèm, and he was awarded with the county of Oni. So, yeah, quite realistic actually. Someone who, was in the inner circle of the Duke, someone the Duke trusts, and also wanted to reward. And funnily enough, his wife, Soberana de la Panús, that was the woman that lived at our court, that was raised there, and we married him off to him, actually. So now made her a countess. See? Everyone's going to positions. Yeah, and then the house feud thing I've already talked about. That's really weird. I mean, we're going to talk about this, right? Guilhèm's relationship with his mother. And I think, especially like with him being irritable and all, I think he's fed up with his mother's antics. He's like, yeah, I won't suffer that gladly. This whole, I don't know, scheming and conniving and going after people and yelling around court and everything. He, I guess, just wants her gone. And of course, she is still his mother, so you can't just throw her out. That would reflect very badly on him. But he will probably ask her to take the vows when he's able to do that. And you see that she is not agreeable. She does not want that. So I'm thinking of, and that's of course something that, there's a percentage here, but of course, Guilhèm would already know that about Kündo, right, about his mother, that she probably is not one that would gladly go to a convent and then, pray for the rest of her life. So he will need some kind of leverage, and that's why I think I will have the spy master look for secrets. Yeah, I think that's something we will do. Still not sure if I should keep her here because, yeah, she is not very keen to work with Guilhèm, but maybe that's going to be better after the funeral, maybe. Let's have a look. So that's definitely something. Now, quickly, I want to do lots of stuff with court positions and so on, have a look at the whole court, all these kind of things. And I figured out that, hey, maybe I need more money, especially since I want to have some court positions filled now. And for that matter, I was thinking, how about we change the vassal contract? Don't have any leverage on him, sadly, but I guess what we could do is just say we lower taxes and we give him more levies. As we do see, we don't even give him more levies because we have so few. But if we had more, we would have to give him more. And you do see that the tax is going down from 0.3 to 0.07. So that's quite huge. I did see that under special contracts, we also have castellans. And that would lower it even further. But I think that would be a kind of downgrade from a count to a castellan, even though the game does not portray it as such. But the system of castellany was again something where you were you had the right to rule from a castle, castellan, and but the Duke also had the right to take that away from you again. So no, we are independent counts. No, not independent, but proud and able to have a succession without interference. And yeah, that's I guess how I'll keep it. So we modify the contract. There you go. And you see here, jumps up from 1.5 to 1.8. Very good. All right. Yeah, so court politics. Lots of stuff to do, actually. I want to do things. And one of the things I want to do... Obviously, I want to do the funeral. We will do that in the end. I want to support the Way of St. James. Think that's something Guilhèm would see as very important. Showing the whole clergy that he is able to provide for the pilgrims and so on, especially now after this epidemic. As you do see, it really comes with like very good bonuses when it comes to religious vassal opinion +5, head of faith +5, very good stuff. And we do get some plus also for holding taxes and so on. So these 50 gold here, that will be very well invested. I will also take this as some kind of dispensation, but I'm going to get to that later. So yeah, doing it. There we go. Right, every day Christian pilgrims trek across the territories I rule to reach the tomb of St. James in the Christian holy site of Santiago. Traveling can be dangerous, however, as there are constant dangers from bandits, wild animals, bad weather, or even just poor road conditions. So we're helping them. That's good. And we do get the supported the Way of St. James option. Yep. And I don't know which one of these I will get. Let's have a look. Oh, we're up to 2. It's going to be lowered in a second. But yeah, now I don't have that much money, and I need more coin for the funeral. And I did see that he does have artifacts. And since when it comes to the milk tooth and the hair foot here, I can't really do anything with them, and I can't think of kind of roleplay thing they would fit in. I mean, he's not running around with his milk tooth in his pocket all the time. That would be weird. I will just quietly destroy them, and that's that. So there we go. And obviously we are at 80 gold. We do have this jeweled circlet here, which is quite cool, because that gives us powerful vassal opinion +10. I think this has something to do with the house traditions mod. I think that's where that's coming from. We saw that in the the playthrough as well. Yeah, I see that we have to repair it at some point in the near future. Maybe now. Let's see what the funeral is going to cost. But yeah, that's quite cool. Powerful vassal opinion +10. And we do see that the creator was Kundo. Not actually our father, but our mother had that made for us. That's quite interesting, right? Yeah. Probably also her way of saying that she is the matron of the family, that kind of thing, right? Always something that you can express very well through gifts. Because when you are a gift giver, right, that makes you important. Binding also the person that you're giving the gift to. Maybe that's also leading to her lowered acceptance, right, of going to the convent, because she's like, hey, I'm the one who gave you this little circlet here and stuff. But anyway, yeah, she's going to do it in the end. She will have to. Other things. The brother Grey is back at court, and I didn't want him to do that. That's something that happens automatically when people change rulers, then their family comes back to their court. Don't know exactly what mod that is from. Maybe something to do with the Travelers mod. Not sure. I don't think that happens in Vanilla. But he was actually away for a purpose. We want him to have a church career. And actually want him to become a... there you go. To become a cardinal. And we can choose him in here. As we do see, 320 cardinal score. And the next one in line has 868. So that's not going to happen very soon. We do see that we can fund this. But you don't guess... what 50 gold is going to get us in terms of cardinal score. Yes, 5 points. So I have to invest quite a lot if I wanted to buy his candidacy. But actually, now, we are actually going to the bishoprics down here. Let's say Nice. It's not nice, by the way. And that's very close to Rome, isn't it? And now we could... no, that's where that is. Offer him... there he is. Our brother. There we go. And I think the score will go higher because the Pope, for some reason, has better opinion of you if you are part of a theocratic court. So there's that. That's what we do. He goes in that direction. Bye-bye. Yeah, I think I want to redirect what the steward is doing, having him increase development in our county, because yeah, it's down to 7. That's not very good after the plague, right? So we need to look for infrastructure and so on. Goes well with the whole supporting the Way of St. James thing, right? So that's that. By the way, I did start a sway on Bishop Reino, but I don't need that now. So I could stop doing that. There we go. And then, do we go for Maria or do we go for Mayor Perez? Maybe we take him. Sway. There we go. Yeah, I think that's also what he has learned from his father. We could try to I don't know, force him, get rid of him or whatever. Look at his coin. He is a mega earner, and I want him to keep that coin and invest into the town. So, yeah, you're fine, Perez, for now. That being said, lowborn, right? We don't allow him to pick up arms, that kind of thing. Nasty little lowborn. We don't want that. Yeah, court positions. And speaking of the court in general, we have, of course, inherited the whole court situation and the people that already served our father. And that is, of course, Manasses, the personal physician. He's been at court for a while. And yeah, as we do see, he's actually very good now in this. I guess, yeah, having him control plagues, although we've just recovered from it, I don't think that's something we need desperately right now. He could improve his skills, or he could help us with research. Is that something that we want? I guess so. Since he's excellent, right? He's going to be very good at it. Plus 10% lifestyle experience. That's actually quite huge. Okay, let's keep that. Then we have him, Jourdan de Charolais. He's definitely new, and he appeared at our court, materialized himself, and he is actually, well, a legendary blade master, a brave man, a compassionate man. Isn't he nice? Yeah, so he's here, and that's good. So he's in that position, and that's fine, I guess. Speaking of new people, and looking to have an antiquarian, we have Nicolas de Chandieu, another guy that just appeared at our court. He's running around with these priest's robes, yet we are not sure that he's actually a priest. So, is he just faking it? He could be a lay clergyman, maybe. I don't know. He's definitely very, very much a learned man. So, yeah, he has his uses. And I think I will have him as an antiquarian. Now that we do have actual... yeah, or one crown, actually. It's probably does not make that much sense, does it? Alright, anyway. We have him in this position here. That's good. Alright. Don't think too much about it. Yeah. Speaking of a seneschal... I said it before and I will say it again, that is a very important position at the court. That is somewhat of the right-hand man. of the ruler, someone who's responsible for setting up the court, organizing it, and then also organizing the realm around it, the domain. So this needs to be covered by someone who's important. And so it cannot be a lowborn man, and it should not by design be a woman. And since we've just thrown out Adhemar from his position as Chancellor, he was like, yay, finally got a job at the council again. They were like, nah, you gotta go again. And yeah, as you see, he's a bit peeved. It's fine, he's not going to act on it or anything. But I think we can just let him have this position, which would be very important, actually. There we are. Caring for organizing of the court. As you do see here, he's boosting some people. Isn't that great? Wow. Making them excellent at what they do. Look at you, Adhemar, doing stuff so well. Maybe speaking about his family for a moment here. That's the de Limoges family. The son of our aunt, so our first cousin. Again, very close to the family, right? So it makes sense to have him in this position here. He actually did great during the plague. All of his children are still alive, and there are quite a few of them, right? 2 sons, two daughters. You will see what we can do with them. Then he has his sister Maria, obviously, who is also at our court. We still have this. I still find this somewhat. It irritates me that I can't get to that guy because he's too far away to interact with. He's still. Oh, Jesus Christ! Where is he now? Lost in the jungle of Bobo. There you go. He's he kind of took the wrong turn and never came back, so don't really know what to do there in that regard. I mean, I could cheat, have him at court, but not that desperate actually. Would have just been nice to have these guys at court, but meh. She is at our court. She is not terribly fond of Guilhèm, mainly because she's also a title claimant. Okay. But again, she's very good at what she does. If I were to put another person in here, I'd have Baron d'Augel, and he's the acclaimed knight, right? And so I would not want him to be a spy master. That doesn't sound right for me in roleplay terms, even though he would be very good at it. William is the marshal. Manasses, no, he's the physician. Charles, no, he's the master of the hunt and the knight. Bernardon, corporal master. Adelaida Musson, she would be someone maybe we could put in that position if we were forced to do that somehow. But and then of course, I guess she would be. Oh, she would be so glad to be. She would want that. She's actually like, by the way, son, how about you make me spy master instead of putting me in the convent? Because in that position, she could just have a straight go at her rivals, and no one would be the wiser because she would be the one to be able to cover up the tracks. So, yeah, no, maman, you are not going to do that. Never, never, never. All right. What else did I want to do? Oh yeah, I did see that very courteous. That Emma de Villeneuve here is not the best at doing her job as a wet nurse, and we found out that we can replace her with Mariona. Makes sense from a roleplay perspective as well, because her son is already 11, right? As a wet nurse, you're meant to nurture children as well, and she's probably not able to do that well anymore. But Mariona here, she just recently had children, so she would still be able to do this, and it's also her children mainly that she's nursing here, right? So that's actually quite a good job for her. There we go. I destroyed the artifacts. Do I want to repair the crown, really? I mean, should really do that at some point because it's going to break, and it's only going to get more expensive, I think, the further down we go with this. 25 gold. Yeah, that's not too bad, is it? Then we have 55 gold left. I think that's just enough for the funeral. So yeah, there we go. Right. Yeah. Coming to alliances and marriages. He's definitely going to use that again, just like his father, to create these alliances, to bring people in positions that we have brought up, that are acquainted to us, and so on. That's the kind of way we have survived so far, right? Not through military means or whatever, but by diplomacy. And that we are going to keep. First of all, just a very minor thing. But I think since Mariona here is still around, she's the wet nurse and so on, yeah, putting her in a convent, we could do that technically, but yeah, why? Don't really need to do that. But yeah, probably a wet nurse, that's a nun, that's probably a weird thing. She could just marry this Jourdan here, right? Then she is safe. He has a wife that's not too old, I guess, and has proven that even at her age can still, yeah, bear children. Yeah, I think that's a nice kind of connection here. Forgiving, compassionate, brave, arrogant. Yeah, I think that kind of works well together, and they have nice lisping children. Buff. Let's do that. Yeah, we're not going to throw a party for them. We're doing the funeral, definitely. Then, okay, now comes the big politicking. I have had a look around, and there's a lot going on around us. In La Marche, we have Count Albert, who is poor in health. He is likely to die anytime soon now. He does have a wife that's still able to bear children. Right now, he has 4 daughters. I don't know what that means. 2 of them will inherit, Bellac and La Marche. And that makes them valuable for marriages, because we don't have matrilineal marriages here, as we know. And obviously, that's something that we could do to, if we would be able to bring ourselves in that position, right? Yeah, to find some new lands for the Taillefer dynasty. And I did have a look. Now, either one of them would be fine, I guess. Guilhèm. I think La Marche is the more prestigious one, not Bellac, even if it is closer to us. But yeah, let's go for Guilhèm here. Now, if we want to marry maybe one of the brothers to her, then we would need to check if there's 7 links between us, right? That's the whole thing that we always do. So, from her position on, and I think we would go to the father. That would be 1. Now, from him, does he have someone here at his yeah, there's Limoges in here. But from him to his father, or do we have a... No, nothing here. That would be 2. Then we get here, I think there would be 3. That would be 4. I forget who it was. That would be 5. Yeah, maybe through that line here, 6. And then 7, so yeah, we would be fine, technically. I think I did see another path that also had, like, exactly 7 links. So this is okay for our siblings. Now, who? Obviously not Gray, because he's going to be, at some point, hopefully, a cardinal. Then, we obviously have Basile. Basile is the... bastard son of Foulques. So he's a bastard. If we were to marry him to one of the girls from La Marche, yeah, they would not have Taillefer children, but rather they would be of a new dynasty. He would be a dynasty founder and so on. Thing is, we can actually legitimize him, and I think that's what Guilhèm is going to do. Guilhèm is an ambitious man. He's not that much about preserving, I don't know, the integrity of his dynasty and so on. I think that's not on his mind. And he actually trusts Basile. He has basically raised him himself. And he thinks that it would be great to have someone like him. Obviously, now he's a chancellor. Not when that happens here. But, yeah. So he will legitimize him officially. And then, there we go. We will ask Albert. There we go. Oh, should we go for the younger one? I think they're also closer in age. I think that's a nicer thing, right? That's nicer to do. There we go. Yeah, he definitely wants it. We will be fine. That's great. Basile will have his own chance of forging a little dynasty here. Maybe they're creating another house. We won't know. We will see. Yeah, that being said, what other thing can we do? Oh yeah. Speaking about our son, Guilhèm. I've seen that a lot of women and younger women and girls are already betrothed around here, so we have to do this fast, even though he's just 7. And I was having a look around and did see several options here. And then, I did not, I thought, oh yeah, we are very close to the Limoges dynasty, but actually we are not. And he has daughters. As we can see, she's imprisoned currently and does have the consumption. So, yeah, we would have to see about that. Maybe we don't need to do this right now. We can just check, right? Pin her, see what happens there. Also has a daughter here, but she's already 15. Yeah, so that's not what I would prefer. By the way, he too only has daughters. Yeah, the wife is still able to bear children. You will have to see what happens here, but right now she would inherit. And then you see she is married to a Lusignan, and they are bad. I can already tell that they are going to be bad. We need to contain them in some way or another. Because our little devil here, the blind devil, the blind reclusive devil, who's also a bit pathetic, he is married to Hildegard de Montaigu. That means their son here, who's going to be married to the Countess of Limousin, is going to inherit Lusignan, is going to inherit Montaigu, is going to inherit Thouars, and is going to inherit Touraine. So, yeah. Not sure that we want that. That's something to maybe, contain in some way at some point. Anyways, yeah, okay. I wanted actually to do this, but yeah, she's in prison now. I did count the links. So it's 1 link here, right? 1, 2, and 3, 4, now 5, and that will be 6. It's just 6, it's not 7. And now that's where the supporting the way of Santiago comes in. I would kind of say that's a dispensation. Right? When it's just 1 link in there, I would just say we do something, we build a church, we do something nice for the church, and then we get some kind of dispensation for this. It's just roleplay anyway. So yeah, I will check with that again, see when she leaves that prison, and then yeah, try to marry her. Betroth her anyway. So what else did I want to do? I wanted to... Oh yeah. Oh, there's one very interesting character. Very, very interesting. And that is Foulques Taillefer. Our brother here is... And you have a look at him. Properly. At 13 years of age, already going for 180 centimeters. Or about 6 feet. So he's quite tall, especially for a 13-year-old. And we do see that he has a giant trait, right? And that would be acromegaly, right? Giantism, in modern terms. We do also see that he has the possessed trait. Now that's very interesting because I need to interpret this somehow. The way they usually interpret this here, and you can see it by the learning lifestyle experience, is that he would have visions of some kind and so on. But it also says that he has sudden changes in emotion, awareness, and so on, and ability. And when you combine this with him lustful and rowdy callous and so on, I can imagine him having these frequent bursts of rage where he just acts uncontrollably and just, like, you know, smashes things or whatever, where you can hardly contain him. And that would be Robert for you. Actually, I think you could really explain this even in medical terms, right? Because when it comes to giantism or acromegaly, that's a tumor in your head that's pushing against that particular gland. Don't know the name now, but that gland is responsible for growth hormones and so on. And when you push against it, it produces more, right? Like squeezing it. And that's why people with giantism never really stop growing in certain ways. And yeah, that could also explain this here, right? Because that tumor might also press into other parts of the brain, and that might cause him, to go mad in certain situations, or appear that way. So yeah, that's Robert. Very, very interesting character. And now I would like to have some kind of alliance through him. And I did check, and I did see that Quercy here, Jourdan of Quercy, he's of the House Lusignan, right? So, but of the good half, not the bad one, that's north of us. The good Lusignans who are south of us. And he does have a, who was it that I wanted? Yeah, her. Felicia de Lusignan. I did the count and it was exactly 7 links. Going through that list here, I think it goes through her, even to him, brother-in-law. And there was oh wait a second, what? He is my brother-in-law. Because he is a brother of Sancha. Oh. But then we are not marrying the daughter and our son, but we are marrying them off to the brother who does not have that kind of relation with her. Does that make sense? Because then you would have to go through different directions, and that's where you would have those 7 links in the end that I counted. Anyway, it makes sense in my head, so I will just do it. Just do it. Anyway, there we go. Yeah, obviously, that's going to be something to look for, like how he will develop in the end. Yeah, but at that point, that's the way it is. And we do get an alliance, also quite a nice one. So that's great. We need more alliances in this region here. And then I saw something, and I just would like to roll with it and see where it goes, if it goes anywhere, actually. Othon Guilhèm, our first cousin, son of Godefroy and Beatrice de Poitiers, meaning he has all these nice little claims. If I use the arrange introduction options, I could actually introduce him to the Countess of Beaumont. Wouldn't that be nice? There we go. I guess it's not going to go well. he's a bit of a dick. And I think she does not appreciate that. But we will just see, right? And for whatever reason, she will come to our court instead of him going to hers. So, okay. Let's just send the proposal and we will see what happens. Finally. Study languages. Yeah. I could have just a look into children and see if they could actually learn a language. He can. He is at his limit. Probably shouldn't push him further, right? He's not one to be pushed. Henri here, on the other hand, yeah, 1 out of 4. He could definitely learn Iberian. Putting Ximena here to good use again. I guess that's all she does at court. Teaching people Spanish. Oh yeah, well he's not really, just went from him here, so yeah, that makes sense. But that's a brother, Joffre. Oh, he's already studying a language. All right. Okay. Who else then? Oh, right. I guess the other ones are too young. What did I see there? Oh, yeah. One person I have forgotten in this. If we go back to the Limoges at our court. There we go. Or is that even... Let's see. No, it is not her. I picked the wrong one, did I? Emmeline here does have a daughter, Valence de Thouars. She was at our court, but she isn't anymore because her sister, the same thing happened here. Got into power and went back to the court because it's the sister of her. No, we can't do anything with her, but we do still have on the mother side of the court, right? Through Hamburger. There she is. Married her off to Roger, who's now in place as the Count of Alençon. So we did fine by her. Already have 2 sons. Very, very good. But she also has the daughter Adelante. And she is the only surviving child of Foulques d'Anjou, who died at our court, sadly. Think after some kind of meaningless rabble with another knight that we then threw out. Anyways, ancient history. Adelante here, she can first of all study a language as well, and I will have to see what I do with her. I mean, those are weak claims, so she can't really pass them to someone else. At the same time, she should have some kind of good marriage because, she comes from a good house. Also a first cousin, right? So, we need to do right by her. She will probably become a lady in waiting when she grows up. Which will probably happen soon, right? 1st November. Later this year. Anyways, and now, ladies and gentlemen, after 47 minutes of me doing things, I will finally look for arranging the funeral. As I said before, I'm doing this now because, we do see that there's no winter anymore in this region. Yeah, minus 45 gold, that's fine. I can't... can't even go there. But I guess that's fine. Dignified ceremonials. Death has come to the realm, and now is the time to host an extravagant ceremony for the deceased. I think that's fine. That's fine for him. And now, whom are we going to invite? I guess the extended family makes sense. And, knights, obviously. People from our court. And I think we go for neighboring rulers as well. And we would have King Manuel Sanchez of Aragon. That's nice. If he comes. Sometimes they don't, even though there's a check here. Game. But I think that makes sense. He was well known, not only inside of Aquitaine, but around this whole world of the Via Tournensis. So let's invite him as well. And off we go. Starting the game. Yes, we formed the alliance with La Marche. Saint-Junien is to be Foulques' final resting place, and I'm left alone to gather my thoughts and prepare for the arrival of the honored mourners. No, never forget him. There we go, another alliance in place. Now we are quite secure again. And now, Guy is going to go there. Oh, not of a nice move of his, isn't it? Because we now he's not able to go to the funeral. That's a bit of a dick move. Okay, so they marry and they will be little more than strangers. That's to be expected, but yeah, okay. That's fine. As long as they don't want to kill each other, we're good. Oh yeah. Auton is returning to our court. I can't invite him. Look at him. He does look regal, does he? Fearless villain. Tough soldier. Oh, do we still get the introduction now? Because I changed my location. Oh, I think I might have botched this now. And the Pilgrim's Scrolls are ready. Good. Now. Count Centaur of Bordeaux is asking us for permission to marry Adelante. Yes. With your permission, I would like to betroth your cousin, the Perceptive. The Perceptive, I don't know, that's something to say. And he is the main heir of Aquitaine. And as we see, Gascoigne. This little man here is going to inherit Poitiers. And yeah, to be honest, that is the kind of connection we would have wanted. And we even get the alliance here. So there we go again. We will have a duke in place that would not be able to revoke our county. Yes, j'accept. J'accept. Yeah, I think I botched the introduction thing now. That's fine. I'm gonna find something else for him. I think if I do it without the introduction, where is he now? Then she's not in the list for whatever reason. There we go. Mayors, and Irish people, and yeah, just generally noble people. No, I think I would like to find something really cool for him as well. Does have that claim on Poitiers, doesn't he? That might be interesting actually. Waging war against Poitiers once the Duke dies here, and then he will take over. And we would even probably have the him at our side here, being our ally. Yeah, he's ambitious. He does not. He's not here to just go for the status quo. He will see to it that, the realm of the Taillefers is Jesus Christ. There is no God. Oh dear Lord. He's vying for the position of ugliest man alive. He's only 15, the poor soul. Look at him being a leper and spindly. not too happy. No. I guess you wouldn't be. So, we are at the funeral. I feel a quiet calm wash over me, gazing around the room of mourners. Some eyes are stained red. Others would see this as like any other cause for a gathering. One soul, however, looks to me with uncertainty as he tugs at my side. My brother Geoffrey does not weep openly, but does not seem unmoved like many other children present. Count Guilhèm of Angoulême? What happened to Foulques? Why is everybody sad? Yeah, I think this kind of like being honest thing could go in either direction, right? That one here, yeah, we lose stress because we're honest, okay. We could try. We could try, yeah, I guess we'll just try, right? Oh, would you look at that? We actually managed to do it. Goody goody. Before me, a feasting table stocked with high with all manner of food and drink, as if Count Foulques were trying to offer a final act of magnanimity before parting. Now, Mayor Perez of Cognac has so far refused to lay a finger on his banquet, however, swilling his goblet around an idle solace. Oh, you poor child. 34-year-old impotent man. Yes. No, I don't think he would say that. Would make sense, of course, from that ambitious perspective, right? But he really liked his father. He genuinely liked him. So, I guess... I don't see why I would have to take some stress here, so I guess I will pick that one. Although I kind of want to take that one. But I don't let the game choose these kind of punishments for me. What do we have here? Increase control is finished. Then go back to training. Hunched beside me, bereft of the pretense. Oh no, he's still... He actually is here. Good. Okay. Good stuff. Bereft of the pretense of propriety, the inconsolable Grail gazes out into the nothingness before him. Not a tear falls from his eyes, not a word passes his mouth, until he turns to me. God can be cruel indeed. Why does the wind still yet blow? Why does the sea continue its push to the shore? Why does my body ache for food and thirst for water? Revelation is upon us. My father is dead. Yeah, I guess he is, no? Mustn't allow grief to overwhelm us. There's life, there's always hope. Or we just say, yeah, alright. I guess he just nods. It's his brother. He has a right to grieve at the grave of his father that he's seen, that he got few glimpses of, right? Because he was away for most of the time. In a quiet corner of the church, I overhear Jimena chatting with a group of mourners. She somberly gestures me over. We all have fond memories of Count Foulques. I was just talking about the time I became friends with him. Tell me, have you any memories to share? Oh, that's nice of her, isn't it? Not some kind of revelation. I think in the We the campaign we had this time where someone accidentally revealed that they murdered him. Our dead person in the moment. I was like, yeah, anyways. That is the proper way of reacting, probably. Yeah, I don't think we need to outdo her here. Yeah. I'll just pick... the memories are too painful. Just to think about it now. And now we're known for the dedication to our faith. Now, what do we see? A secret held by my cousin-in-law, Jimena. She seems to be harboring doubts about Catholic doctrine. Oh, she was just putting up an act here, right? Just a moment ago. I guess she was just talking about folk, not about God. Aha. Non-believer. We'll see. Now, the shadows of mourners no longer loom over me, and I'm at last given a quiet moment alone. There was no quiet in there. What quiet comfort I could take in such a moment, without the rattling and prattling of other guests in my ears. Just me and my thoughts of my father. Yeah, feels good to let go, I guess. These people like brawling again. Our mum, Kundo, she was going against a poor blind woman. Beat her up. She really does have no sense of propriety at all, right? She just goes for it. Say, you, come here. Huh? Who's talking? Ow! Yeah, she was wounded too, but she actually got the fix from the physician. He just raced to her, and she's still wounded, I guess. Oh God, poor soul. Of all the figures venerated and villainous, none have been desired more than our departed Count Foulques, with his crowd of weepers and gawkers finding other subjects to satisfy their fascination. I am at last left with a moment of solace between myself and my father. So it's this kind of double thing, right? I think the other event before was very similarly phrased. I will allow myself a moment of grief. I promise to be... Yeah, for now I think this is the ambitious thing to do, right? Promise to be a better count just before him, right? This is no performance. We are just before him now, talking to him, praying and that he would hear us, and we say, yeah, I will be a good count or a better count in your honor. Alright. Still some 40 days to go. The mourners move through the hall weeping in a kind of macabre dance. All for Count Foulques, and the unsettling silence of people holding back what they so desperately wish to do. Silent screams never to part their lips. Hard-fought battles against tears being lost. So ashamed of their own grief. Never liked that sentence. Doesn't make sense to me. I rise to my feet and allow myself to get lost in the dance with my fellow mourners. I must remain strong. Yeah, you can do it. It's just 40 more days of grieving, of weeping. Probably has to eat a lot of salty food, right? Because he's... it's all coming out of his eyes. All eyes fall upon Ximena as she falls to the ground in lamentation, hands coating her reddened eyes from view. Ximena's sorrowful gasps and chokes have left her fellow mourners breathless, and many offer her comfort and reverence as if it were her who was to be committed to the hereafter. They were friends, she just told us. I think she's a valued member of court. I don't think we have to outdo her here in any way. Just offer comfort. There we go. Dope, 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 dope. Oh, a fantastic joke about ropes. Let me hear it. What could that joke be about? I and the other mourners take... What's happening to her? Okay. Take a reprieve from our grief to enjoy a great bounty of food. Countess Estefania of Poitiers. Usually the lifeblood of any feast now sits across from me, misty-eyed, with an untouched goblet at her side. How can we make ourselves fat and merry in times like these? Are we to satisfy our hedonistic desires while Foulques has none? Yeah, he would have really liked to have satisfied his hedonistic desires. Join me! Empty your goblets in libation. The guests seem to agree. There is a wisdom in Estefania's oafish lamentation. Just join in the offering? That's very costly, is it? I mean, legitimacy is always nice to have, but I guess we just join in the offering. That's a nice thing. Yeah. Quite... What do we have here? Being in a totally different part now. Because, for whatever reason, I'm passing through Cognac now. Okay. The capital of my steward wouldn't go that far. It's not a capital. It's the place that he is running for us. When I receive an invitation to his palace, I arrive. He welcomes me with a frown and tour. One thing that strikes me is that the place is full of unfinished projects. Yeah, okay. I'm ambitious. I want to help, I guess. Maybe you could just in roleplay way say that he, while attending the funeral, also went to Cognac for a bit. I mean, because of course nobody would have been here for 50 days straight and mourn. A library where the books are stacked in corners, unfinished building project all over the place, most notably a whole dining hall and a chest of gold just standing in the middle of a hallway. The palace is a mess. He would not have a palace, of course. Can have with the dining halls, the books, chest. Yeah, I guess in that case I would really just go with the stuff that he can do. I guess that chest there, you should guard it properly. The sorrowful lines marches on, the line to have a last moment. Again, I'm having a last moment with him. That's the third time I'm having a last moment. Jesus Christ. I guess that's what we try, making a speech to rule in his honor. Oh, and he makes a fool of himself. Damn it. Well, I guess. Back at Mayor Pass. It's going back and forth, back and forth. Dining hall, books. I guess we just go to bed now. That's it. Just hold it here. That chest over there. You should guard it, by the way. The time has come to commit Count Foulques' final rites before his final journey into the hereafter. It was beautiful. And now I can go back home. There you go. Oh, she's finished this task. Alright, that probably was what she was telling us before. And there we go. Gain some opinion. That's good. Good stuff. Yep. Finish. Go back home. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah, by the way, I've had a look, and I still cannot tell you whom they have attempted to murder, Maud and William. I have checked with, just switched to the Count of that guy here, Richard, and he has that negative modifier as well. So I think that must have been something happening within the Deux family, not within mine. Yeah, still not know how to react to this. It's always like a bit difficult when you don't really know what's going on. He doesn't like her, but he also knows that it's, yeah, if he goes against her, he goes against William. Probably not what he wants. Yeah. Oh, there we go. There we have unannounced. Let's see. Can I have betrothed people in here? I can. Yeah, maybe that's okay. Just have her in that position as a lady in waiting until she can marry. Actually makes sense, right? She is betrothed, but she's not actually married. And now she will spend some time as a lady in waiting to our wife, Sancha. Right? That would make sense. And learn probably about how to be a wife. I don't know. There you go. Treacherous empath. Good for you. Oh, she's actually a fortune builder. Quite nice stats. She's going to be really helpful for him. Oh yeah, by the way, wanted to check this one here. Have Charles look for some game because might fancy a little hunt down the line. Yeah, so what do I do with this? It's unrealistic to have this. She's not doing really anything at our court, right? We could just... If we go for her, then you see here the family members would lose 30 opinion of me. Yeah. I guess since we really don't fully know what's happening here, she's getting the wrong things. Poor Eugène de Rogel. Yeah. Let's check. Okay, what's happening here? Tonight's family feast was a quiet affair without incident. I was just about to retire for the evening, in fact, when I spoke to my younger brother Geoffrey. I don't think the lad even knew the full implications of what he was saying, just that he had innocently overheard his cousin whispering about it and found it all incredibly amusing. Well, I understood the implications very well, even if Geoffrey did not. Maria has a secret! One of my cousin had no inadvertently revealed. Another non-believer. But we are not a zealous guy, right? So that's not really our concern. Oh, there we go. Oh. Basile. He was the man behind a failed murder attempt against Ferrand. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, that he would ever sink so low. Basile. How could you do that? That's shocking. Absolutely shocking. Don't know what to say. Yeah. I guess we don't need to blackmail him for anything right now, because he likes us. We're not so fond of him anymore now. But having him away from court and away from the de Limoges is probably a good thing now. Oh, that was an 81% chance. Come on, game. And now I'm not even the... Oh. Not even the master of the hunt anymore. Betrothed can marry. Perigon... Yeah, okay. Now it's time for Inez here to marry Alias de Perigord. Yeah. Another alliance. Look at this. There we go. And Taillefer in all the proper places now. That's important. Let's check what's happening here. There we go. She is also available now. I hope I can still do it. We can't because of the too many existing alliances now. Oh, for grand wedding. I can. I'll hardly be able to pay for it. I have some time. Some 8 odd years. Or rather 9. I guess I can't retroactively say I don't want to do it. I would have to do it then. He's also... he's infirm now. Poor health. Can I... it's just 14 opinion. That won't change much. Wouldn't change anything if we had our court. Well, you want her, right? She's quick. She has the good genes. Could I really do this? Speculate that maybe at that point in time I have enough renown to get the having the costs halved dynasty thing. Guess I could wait for a bit, but what would that change? When he dies, his sister, his daughter takes over. Maybe that would make it easier to marry her. I'm not really sure. I do get this weird -50 because of a patrilineal marriages. Yeah, duh. Weird. Opinion of the spouse, Guilhèm Taillefer. Alright, he doesn't like him apparently. I don't know why. Opinion of me is +4. So I already see that's... you would have to go quite a few rounds of sending gifts and swaying and stuff to make him get there. Damn it. But I guess he hasn't really found a match for his other daughter too, so he seems to be quite lazy when it comes to that. So hopefully she'll be available in a few... Still available. But then how do we get there? I mean, yeah, that wouldn't get us anywhere, right? She has been taught by Ralph. Good old Ralph. We didn't talk about him. He doesn't get enough praise, right? He's just there slouching around with his clubfoot and doing his stuff, being a good tutor all these years. Alright. Yeah. I guess that's where we're going, right? Traditions, no. No. Fellow as independent ruler opinion. Can propose alliance without a marriage. Don't need that now. Don't need another alliance. Need less alliances, perhaps. Yeah. Want to sway people faster. Demand. Oh, yeah. That's a thing I can do apparently because of that authority house tradition that we have. That one. There we go. Call, demand a pledge of loyalty once per lifetime. I don't know. I don't think we need to do that. I guess he is there. He's the only vessel that we have. So it's not that much of a dramatic option anyway, is it? Yeah. Things are happening, or nothing is happening, rather. And that would work. Oh! And you know what it costs, right? That would cost us at least like 300 gold or whatever. And that's not really money that we have at any point. So... But he's ambitious. He is ambitious. What do we have here? Why is our court full of unbelievers? That's not nice. You know what? I do it. I'll just do it. Consequences be damned. There we go. He's ambitious. He's saying, I'll promise you the biggest wedding that Aquitaine has ever seen. And he goes home and it's like, shit, what did I just say again? Oh, I swore. No, I shouldn't swear. Anyways, while walking through the hallway at night, I got too close to a torch and burned myself. The burns are minor and easily treatable with some herbs and ointments, but it does hurt. Ow. Ow. Like these things. The little things. The little events. That's the VIET mod. Never sure how to pronounce that. Viet. Probably. What's happening with the wars, by the way? We still have the French war for the claim of Normandy, and we still have the Aryan claim on the county of Amiens. Alright, so inside of Normandy. Okay. Oh, would you look at that? Our second son has got a little tooth. You know what? I'll take everything now. That will get me coin. Here, boy. 5 gold in exchange for the valuable tooth that you're giving me. Oh no. Murder Emma. Who's going to murder her? I wonder who that is. Yes. Anyway, yeah, sorry. I don't have a roleplay thing for this. I don't think it can be explained in roleplay terms. There's just someone out there that teeth are made of very important substances that you can later use for other things. I don't know. Make little carvings or whatever. Make a little reliquary out of the tooth. Anyway, we just got a little bit of gold. We take everything that we get. Oh, by the way, I just saw this. Oh no, he's just hunched a little. He does not have a hunchback. Because he's craven. Is little Joffrey. Oh, yeah. Now the thing that happened. And yes. Yes. That's still in place. And that's going to happen, yeah, quite soon. 2 years. 2 years, indeed. And then we will have a Countess of La Marche, but with a Taillefer husband, and their children will be Taillefers. I mean, there's her too, but yeah. Technically, I would be able to do this. Yeah, okay, I won't. Oh! What? No! No way! He wasn't even rivals with her, wasn't he? Charles d'Angoulême, whom we put so much trust in. Killed his own wife. I don't know what to do about that. Not able to imprison him. I guess I dismiss him from that position, definitely. I don't want to have a master of the hunt that's killing their spouses. Oh, what? He will leave the court? Oh no, that's dismissing. Okay, no. What I wanted to do was on a grand court position. No, I have to do that here. Yeah, no, you're not going to be master of the hunt anymore. I would like to do this thing actually where I would imprison him and then probably take part of the gold as some kind of compensation. And yeah, murdering the spouse is quite a severe thing to do, right? Putting him... That's actually quite good. Putting him in a convent so that he can do penance. Yeah. Yeah. Damn it! Look look at that. Prowess of 26. Like, why? Why did you do this? I guess, you know, that could have really been one of Kundo's schemes. She hated her. We know that. And so now he's the fall guy. Right? He's the fall guy for this. Mm-hmm. There you go. Son is still at our court. That's good. Oh, yeah. By the way, Mum. We still don't have anything on her, right? She's getting better at this. Oh, that thing here. I mean, don't really know what to do with her. She's pregnant now anyway, right? We can't go against her when she's pregnant. Ah, come on, just do it. Don't want to have these things lying around here. Grant a claim on the Kingdom of Aragon. Mm-hmm. I can declare wars. Against Bellac. Oh. 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 I would be able to get rid of poor little Athanais here and put my wife on the throne of Bellac. That's quite nice. That's a very nice thing to do, I think. What is it? 11th of August. I'll be a role player, and I'll do it in September. I hope nothing changes until then. Because that would be the time now when everyone's on the fields, right? And oh, here we go. Guilhèm's first resentment. Back when you were but a little child, I'll always cherish those days, says my mother Kundo, quite unprompted. Everything comes rushing back. I know that my father Foulques was a foe to me as long as he lived. He ridiculed my childhood love of dress up. I should have what's owed to me. Or perhaps I'd best cease dwelling on the past. He ridiculed my childhood love of dress up. That's quite an infantile thing to say, Guilhèm. Okay. You owe me your wealth. You know what? Yeah. She doesn't have that anyway. Okay. But, yeah, I mean, he's not going to whine about this. At the end of the day, he, nah. 10 years. At the end of the day, he liked his father, I guess. But it seems that he's letting it out on the mum. Right? And that could be the thing that's true. Right? Because in his mind, it was because of his mother that he didn't get the attention from the father. Maybe she was always hovering around her children. Right? Making herself important. As she does. And that's why he did not interact with him so much. And so he's saying, like, that is all your fault. Give me your money. Instead, again, a strong hook. That's nice. I take the strong hook as well. Because that means I can finally get you out of my dreams and into my out of my castle. Take the vows. I am sure you will serve God very, very well. Bye-bye, Mum. Bye-bye. Is she... Alright, there she goes. To Carcassonne. Alright, okay. Well, I have a good view from the castle. From the walls. Mm-hmm. Oh, earning quite the money now, right? 2.1. Nice. Anyways. Yeah, I mean, okay. We are done with this now. And, Alright, Robert here is already a knight. That's actually good. That's what I want him to be. Even though he's not 16, I have a mod installed that allows boys from the age of 13 to be quote-unquote knights. Because that is somewhat of a historical reality. Like, you would have what we consider children picking up arms and stuff. Oh. He does need a guardian, and he is into stewardship. Okay. Yeah, I guess that gives Artemis something to do, even if he's not the best at this. There we go. Oh, Blasey. Oh, there we go. Swayed. Maybe we can now go to Maria. Sway her. We just want to make sure everyone is on our side. Oh, yeah. Oh. I was about to say, guys, remind me. But you are people on the internet who are not even here. Alright, okay, yeah. She will likely call La Marche into that, although we could, just being fast enough. But yeah, this is definitely something that he would do, right? Being callous and ambitious. He has no qualms going against that poor girl. So there we go. Now, we of course are not that good at doing this, so we have to call allies. And of course, we will call Limousin, because Guy here is really, really good at this. Even though he's not here currently. But I guess he will just send his men. Now, I actually... I can't. That's good. Will not fight heir. Oh, that is her heir still. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So she might actually join that war. Let's keep that in mind. But we have Périgord on our side. We have Bordeaux on our side. Do we need 94 men from Quercy? Guess why not? We do have the prestige. And we can call everyone into this. It's also a demonstration of power in the end. Not of our power per se, our own power, but our combined power here. We can raise all these people. And then, yeah, I'll go there myself, obviously. There we go. And have my wife assist me in this. I guess we could go from the north. Although no, we get come here from the south. I'm not sure if that is. Yeah, that is probably not the best way of going there. But here we can unite with the other armies. The game did just a hiccup. I thought. Yeah, he joins. Very good. Yeah. Countess Guilhèm. Yeah, that was to be expected. But there we go. There we go. Now, in a moment, this is going to look very different. And yeah, we are coming from this angle. I guess he'll... Yes! He's able to get them. And look at him, even in his infirm state and hiding behind his soldiers. He is leading his men. Yeah, there you go. Oh, I made a friend. With Adema de Limoges. Ah, that's my uncle-in-law. There we go. Yeah, I guess we go straight here. Forged in battle. Actually, does that mean I took over? Because... Oh, no, he's the jailer. Okay, that was just a consequence for me as someone who took part in the battle. Oh, Guilhèm. That's actually not something that we want, right? That is not something we want. By the way... How... Oh, wait! Ah! It's getting late. It's getting late. I'm sorry. I was thinking, is this someone else? But no, I did it, and I promised the grand wedding. I did. Yeah, okay. Okay. I guess we just stay here and then do the... Only have 80 men left? Wow. Oh, I guess we lost them and we went from here to there. Oh, look at this. My life has been very relaxing recently after I found myself blessed with a few stress-free years. With the absence of any worries, the burdens of rulership momentarily lighten, allowing for some introspection and self-growth. I feel great. Oh, look at that. He isn't irritable anymore. That's nice. That is quite nice. Yeah. Makes him a better person in the end. We have limited crown authority. That's alright. Wouldn't be able to cancel this war anyway. What do we have here? Skirmish at La Marche. Skirmish at Bellac. There we go. We still get the stress from arousal, do we? Guess that can't be changed. Yeah, I guess at some point we need to do something about this. He's 52 now. And losing prowess because of old age. So we have to have someone else here. Oh, but he at least got some glory. That's nice. Now, in a matter of years, he will have Taillefers all over the globe. Of Aquitaine. Everywhere. Yeah. We're just waiting, right? So I just might as well speed it up. Alright, that's Magdalena Taillefer. Ooh, good now. Oh, she's friends with the spindly lapper. There we go. Yeah, could learn from Jimena. That's quite nice actually, because she's also Catalan. A wedding celebration. That is... oh yeah, Adeline and Centaur. Yep. Oh, a union marked by discord. That's not nice. Oh, I see what's going to happen. Betrothal is fulfilled. Yep. That's okay. Become Galician. Nah, that's okay. Other educations as well. Do we have other people that need to be educated? I don't know. Can we have a look? Educate child. No. We are good. We are good. Oh yeah. We'll play on for about half an hour. Now we'll see. Shouldn't do these late at night. Oh, it's not that late at night, but my ADHD brain is all over the place, and I forget things. All right, yeah, speed it up again. Now, when this is done, I guess I'll just immediately resolve the war. Not much else to do here. We don't actually want to go against La Marche. He even dragged her out of this, okay? Nothing else to do, but just, I guess I couldn't even demand a hostage because she is no longer a ruler after this anyway. And force demands. There we go. Favor hook on Countess Sancha. Gained some legitimacy. Disband the troops. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our wife is the Countess of Bellac, making Guilhèm the heir to Angoulême and Bellac. See? What is this? I have given this a great deal of thought, but considering my status as Countess, I must act to secure the future of my dynasty. Either my betrothal to Basile must be made much related, or I'm afraid I'll be left with no choice. Oh, that's interesting, because I actually disabled this. She should not be able to do this. But I guess in a roleplay way, we could really just say, okay, she's pissed off, right? And rightly so, I guess, because we just went to war against her when she was actually our ally. So, yeah, I guess we just go with this. Yeah, because I don't really want this to be this matrilineal marriage kind of thing. No. No, no, no. There we go. Alliance has expired. I'm fine. I am fine with this. Oop. Oh! Aha! There we go. Centaur of Aquitaine. Our new Duke. He's actually quite capable, even though he is a bit craven. But as you can see, apart from his diplomacy, he's actually quite good. Yeah, okay. Will I be able to finally pay homage? I wanted to do this for quite some time, but he was always away. So. Oh. Immediately teleported to his army up here and say, yeah, I gotta go for it. Yeah, still not able to do that. Okay. How about you, boy? Study language, and then he's not in there. 1 out of 2. Why can't I have him? Oh, right, because... Yeah, he is not even at our court. He is actually... Oh, that fits so well now, does it? He is actually at the court of Geek. And now he's marrying the daughter of Geek. That makes so much sense. Ah, would you look at her. Already being vengeful. Damn it. But here's someone, I guess, who would like to learn a language. Ordwine here. Ordwine, who is also called the Nose. Quite a big one. 92 gold. Will we get there? To be able to host the wedding of the century. And then robing. Now. He just said this thing, right? Daddy would never see me when I want to dress up, right? So I think when I had this the last time in the We the campaign, don't remember which one this was. But he was like, okay, I have to be better for my son or whatever. I actually do believe that he goes into the other direction. And he's like, nah. I didn't have a daddy who had time for me, and I won't be there for you now either. There we go. Kind of this kind of callous way of dealing with this. Oh, what? No. Murder me? You gotta be kidding. And even that many people who actually want to participate. Oh no, that's not me. Do I see it here now? There we go. Plus 1.3 at minus 30%, 5% secrecy. So whoever's doing this, and I guess there's only one person who would do this, they don't have the support of Maria here. It would look differently if she was in this too, which is good. That is, I guess, a good thing. And we have Spider now. Good stuff. Yeah, so that's probably Maud. Yikes. Now, obviously, this would have to have consequences of some kind. But what kind of consequences are there? Challenge a fight. Not going to beat her up. We could decide and shrug it off and actually say that's actually quite harmless. She's trying to plot, and she's not very good at it. Yeah, I can go into hiding. No, he's not going to do that. Oh, Jourdain is terrible, because he is now infirm. But he has a son. See, Rimbaud de Charolais. See, Mariona here even her age is able to bear children. Jesus Christ. Okay. Whom do we put in this position? Could say Anton. Could say Robert. Both make sense to me. Yeah, not Emma, because, again, said that before, in a roleplay way, I want this to be a man. Yeah, I guess I could go with Robert. Give him something to do. There you go. Look at him, by the way. Reckless. And he's a skilled tactician. Very good. Oh, does that mean he can't be a knight anymore? Or does... is that because of this here? I guess. Because we only can have 3 knights. We don't have a spouse anymore. And she's not supporting us in this. That's why. I see. Would have to go for more prestige to have more knights then, right? We have Baron, Jourdan, and Blasi. That's fine though. They're good. They are good people. It would actually be nice to have someone from our court who would be able to fill this position. Yeah, I guess we can still wait a bit. Because I want to do this when... So we should get a knight that's hopefully 18 or 19 or something. And then we have a longer span where that one could then be the head knight here. And I hope it will be a Norman person, because that would be very fitting, wouldn't it? I guess now that we say it's a generation after this, maybe, yeah, there's this kind of idea of milites, of knights on horseback is now flourishing in Aquitaine. Yeah. As their count, my vassals owe me their allegiance. My word is law, but how much is obedience worth? Obedience without devotion worth? In times of crisis, a slow response or a half-hearted effort can lead to disaster. Can I afford such a risk? Okay. Fear? Oh yeah, I have more important men to impress. I mean, he's okay, but I don't think that he's going to be a problem down the line. So, if I can, I will have better relations with Duke Centaur. There we go. Adelant, pregnant, good stuff. Even though they hate each other. Yeah. Probably have hate sex. That's also okay. Oh! To the impressive Guilhèm. My brother! Don't say that! My companion, my confidant, will you join me in declaring our friendship to be the truest and brightest in all the world, with all the debts of loyalty that entails? Okay. Yeah, alright. That's quite nice, isn't it? Our wife here. I guess, yeah, why wouldn't she like us? Like, he's obviously not someone who's going to be pushy when it comes to bedding. Maybe she doesn't want that because they were friends in the beginning also. Like, well, she's adapted to this kind of thing. And, oh, she's deceitful, right? And wrathful and brave and stuff. And of course, he gave her her birthright. So, yeah. I extend my invitation to you. Come to Bellac so we may spend time together as husband and wife. Oh, strengthen our marital bonds. I accept that. I'm not doing it. I don't like doing it much. But I guess I can do it. Do we do the thing where we kind of have a look at this? Yeah, why not? God. These 4 gold here have to mean something. There you go. There is Robert. Oh, look at him. All packed and proper. Can't wait. Leaving Basile behind. So, Robert, how are you doing? As you pass through a small village in Poitou, you come across a lively gathering of the Confrérie de Fasseurs de Brouet. Brouet? I don't know. A local brotherhood dedicated to the art of brewing Brouet. That's it again. The region's traditional beer. The villagers seem to be in high spirits, and one of them, Pasco, notices your presence and approaches you. Lord, we would be honored if you would join us in sampling some of the finest brewer. That's a German word Brühe, and that's like broth, so that's kind of funny. Our village has to offer, he says with a grin. Accepting the invitation could lead to a fun night, but also the risk of overindulgence and a hangover. He does not have that side that his father had, right? The lustful side that I also interpreted as like into parties and that kind of thing. Have Manasses taste the brew first. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if I were strictly going for it, I would obviously do this because you gain something. But I guess he would just decline and go. Yeah, not worth doing that. Oh, what's this now? Why? Okay. Oh, there we go. Finally, I arrive at Bellac, exhausted and eager to rest. But there are already a horde of servants eager to bring me messages and confer with their lady's husband. I deal with them for a time before shooing them away, retiring to the chamber Sancha has put aside for me in the castle. She arrives later, thankfully, when I'm prepared, and we begin an evening in each other's company that is not altogether unpleasant. Yeah, not altogether unpleasant. It would be kind of unpleasant for him because he does not want to do that. That's not his thing. But I guess they're true best friends and so on. She would make it comfortable for him, I think. Right? And he would be fine because he respects her a lot. She is his friend. So yeah, that's nice, isn't it? That's a bit of a wholesome thing. Okay, so we're going here. And now we're learning about the Battle of Tours. That is apparently not in Tours. But in Châteauroux. That's weird. What do we have here? Someone stealing from us. I don't think we will take that gladly. Ferrandos. Yeah. I think I don't like him at all. No. He's not going to join my court. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Look at that. He had some more gold in his pocket. We need the gold. Sorry, Ferrandos. You were at the wrong place at the wrong time. We're actually doing quite well, are we? He is now 9. So in 7 years, that thing will trigger. And then we'll have, I think, 3 more years. But we should do it in 2 because otherwise that, yeah, will not. So why did this happen here? Why is he not... Check this caravan master. Why did this happen? Oh well, go into hiding? No. How is this doing here? 7% secrecy. It got a little better. That's not good. But it is minus 18%. I don't think there's need for me to do anything at this point in time. Oh, what do we have here? Amiens is up here. Okay. Nothing to worry about. La 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 la. Yeah, none of these things are things I currently want to do. Yeah. I guess the only thing I can really do is wait it out. Getting to the point where these people will reveal themselves, and that's not going to be nice. There probably are some people from my court that would be involved in this. Like William, perhaps. Oh well. Sometimes you gotta have consequences, right? Basile. Tried to murder someone else, his rival, Ferrand. Oh, look at him. He's a nice boy. That is the oldest son of Adhemar, yes. At our court. What can we do with him? You know what, by the way? Now comes this thing that I said before. We actually have too many knights right now. I guess what I would want to do is have Ferrand or Robert in this position here as a knight. And we have this guy Blasi here, right? And yeah, we just got him to court, I think, a few years ago. He has done what he could, and now he can go. There we are. Yeah, Ferrand is now knight. Would be so nice to have Robert as a knight as well. Could force him, obviously. Huh. I guess he'll be gone at some point, being infirm, but still in fine health. Oh. Oh! Finally! Finally! What do we do? Do we bestow gifts? No, No. We need to have all but we still need to pay 4 gold again. Just to go outside the door, basically. Then at least give me this here. Give me a little visit to Bordeaux. There you go. Yep, fresh start, I know. There we already are. Servants usher me into Duke Centaur's great hall in Saint-Tong, where he sits on his throne waiting to hear my pledge. I kneel at the feet of my lord and pledge the many oaths of homage as his scribes record the event. Yep. Hail the Duke. 320. Renown. About to be noteworthy, by the way. And then we have Ferrand. 16 years old. Oh, look at him. Comely. Oh, he's actually quite good, right? Elusive shadow. But also forgiving. He's going to get lots and lots of stress if he follows that path. The Great Goose Fair. Oh, that's that thing where you gotta chase the goose? I'm interested in the goose competitions. No, we don't want delicacies. Oh, that would actually give me stress because I'm ambitious. Okay, let's check this. As I and my party traverse the plains of medieval Aquitaine, why would he put that adjective in front of it? Anyway, you come across a bustling goose fair. The air is filled with the cacophony of geese honking. That's the honking again, and people chattering. A local merchant, Karel, approaches you, exclaiming, "My lord, welcome to the Great Goose Fair of Aquitaine. We have games, competitions, and of course geese and goose-related products for your pleasure. I highly recommend you and your companions to participate in the festivities." All right. Maybe we'll do. Okay. Give me those geese. I was defeated. By the geese? Not sure. That's bad actually. Yeah, because now he's coming home, isn't he? No, he's still there. Now that's something I cannot have. That doesn't sound right to me, that he should still be there. I think that should not be the case. Because now I can't even choose someone new for him to... I guess that's where I would use the cheat. What do we have here? Inspiring rule. A firm hand. Knight effectiveness. And dread. Can also try to befriend people. Maybe later. I think at this point in time he probably wants to go down that path here. Yeah, not these kind of things. Inspiring rule. That sounds like something that fits him. Being an inspiration. Oh, no, I've totally forgotten what I wanted to do. I think, yeah. Because that cannot go. He was not a hostage, right? Alright, no, he's not asexual. He just doesn't have his orientation now. Yeah. I will just have him back manually then. Because again, he was not a hostage. He was there to be educated. And now he's dead. And I can't even... Oh, I can bring him back through these means, right? Have him come back to court, where I still don't have someone suitable to train him. But I guess I could have Basile in this. Yeah, okay, let's do this. Because that should mean that... He's coming back. No! Still not coming back. Ah, come on. Then I will just say... where is it? I hate this. I always look over this. Inspire, let and make lamp populate. Remove child, add secrets. Do I not get this option because he is technically already at my court? That would be... I probably have to edit the save game in order to get this right. Because this is stupid. Oh, he can actually learn languages, okay. Now. He's supposed to be at our court, yet he is over there. Doesn't make sense to me. I can offer a hostage to Countess Liurada of Limousin. Why would I do that? Oh yeah, I can close this, by the way. Yeah, they are not of consequence for us. Liurada to... Oh yeah. Ah, oh. I think that's also why we want to have this kind of connection here, because we cannot have this. This cannot go into the Lusignan hands at some point. That would be disastrous. Instead, maybe we can install her there at some point. That would go because she is also a woman. You can attack and press for a claim, just like we did here. Yeah. That's probably what he's going to do. Oh yeah, we can petition the king. Petition the king, petition the king. I want a council appointment, please. There you go. Yeah, start. Stop. Already there. Now! Yes, I'm going to be Chancellor. Escorted to Duke Central's throne room, where he beckons for me to approach and address him. I elucidate the abilities, proven and otherwise, that make me a suitable candidate to be the Duke's Chancellor, requesting the position as his advisor. I certainly can't do any worse than Lord Mayor Mercadier of Albret. Lord Mayor, my ass. After listening to the speech, he smiles warmly at me and states, "Absolutely, vassal." No, that's not how he talks. Absolutely, vassal. No, he's craven and wrathful. That's a weird combination. He'll just talk normally. Absolutely, vassal. I shall dispatch my agents immediately to take care of the matter. Thank you. That's nice. Again, more renown. And now we are actually a noteworthy family. Isn't that nice? Robert, what do you think of that? Okay. That was the... Oh yeah, go into hide and demand. Yeah, don't need to do these things. Liege go... Oh. Aquitaine claim on the Duchy of Poitiers. Yeah, he's doing it. He is going for it. Hope we can stay out of it. There he goes. Should I, by the way, look for a marriage for the... Oh, he's not even here anymore. Come back to our court. Why don't you come back? Please hurry. Stay for good this time. Yeah. I want you to marry someone. There's still nothing here. Nothing that makes sense to me. I mean, it would be nice to just have him here in order, like, if there was a potential here. Yeah, I did say that, right? I did want to... forgot about this. I forgot about this. That was actually a war I could have waged. Now. Oh, yeah. Oh, and she did. Oh. Died under mysterious circumstances, but the schemer was discovered. It is my cousin Emmeline that is plotting to kill my acquaintance Emma. The blathering fiend. Yeah, okay. I guess that happened. Aw, they just had a daughter. That's sad. Alright, okay, now he's coming. Okay. Oh yeah. Lately, Eugène has been wandering around, lost in his thoughts in his chamber. I find him crying into his pillows. What's the matter, my courtier? I ask, as he begins to calm down. What happens when you die? I just wonder if my wet nurse Emma is alright. His wet nurse? That was your mum. He takes a big sniff, holding back tears. Maybe she has to nurse for Satan now? Oh, God. Yeah, I guess he's not the best person to ask about these things. Yeah. I guess she's just like, yeah, she's dead, mate. There is nothing I can do about this. Your mother is dead. Do you hear me? Dead! Ah, poor guy. That poor child. He's forced to do martial things when that's not what he wants. Look at him, paranoid and chaste and shy. I guess he's not too bad at it. But yeah, he will not be able to follow in his father's footsteps. Okay. We have some more education at court. What's the time? Oh, we are actually at over 2 hours. Okay. So they are not happy in synchronization. We have a family gathering. And Penelope sat at the table quietly fretting and fidgeting while she worried over inconsequential things. So it was not nice. Oh, 64 stress. Dear Lord. Simply had to be out of that place. Yeah. I don't like them. Anyways, I'm over time and I really need to shut it now. So yeah, there we are. It's 10:88 and Guilhèm is doing his thing. Again, I'm not sure if I will be able to play this again tomorrow because it might just break because of the update. But maybe I can shoehorn in one episode before the download begins. We'll just see. We'll see what happens, and then we'll just take a look. All right. And then, yeah. Cheers, everyone. Bye-bye.